are now listening to the Backseat Wrestler Podcast.
Look at Randy Orton slithering. Watch out!
Hosted by Eric and Elvis.
It's LA Knight's game. Yeah.
The hell?
It's Gunther's theme. You can hear it to it.
All right. Well, hello and welcome to the number one wrestling podcast in the world, the Backseat Wrestler Podcast. We are back, ready, of course, to bring you more wrestling news. Of course, your hosts, Eric and Elvis. As you can see, we are not in person at the moment. Always some technical freaking issues. It's like every other week now. It's getting annoying. And Elvis had another technical issue when he got home where, boom, as you can see, you can't even see this dude because his camera is all messed up. Elvis, if you want
me to show real quick?
Yeah, turn on your camera real quick.
Look how absolutely blurry I look. I don't know what's going on. So I'm going to shut this back off and I'll just add a photo.
I'm going to add a photo of you, like a really majestic photo of you over you.
Like riding a horse with long hair.
Yeah, with like your hair flowing in the back, like in the background.
The logo.
That'd be funny.
The goddamn logo.
Yeah. All right. But yes, of course, we are back, better than ever. Of course, ready to bring you more wrestling news.
Yes.
There's multiple top stories we want to get into, and a lot of fun stuff that happened on Raw and SmackDown and AEW. Actually, AEW was pretty good this week. Yeah, it was. I think so. Collision was okay.
It was okay. It was okay.
But yeah, if you want to get into the top stories, we can definitely get into top stories now. There's a lot of new like potential like releases or people leaving AEW and heading to WWE rumors. My favorite one, I guess we'll start off with that, is Ricky Starks. That is a potential rumor that he is going to go to WWE. Again, take that with a grain of salt. It is a rumor at the moment, but honestly, seems like the most logical one that might happen. Honestly, I like it.
Yeah, all the signs are pointing to him going to WWE. I seen him training with a few guys. He's obviously friends with like CM Punk, Cody, and other people in WWE. Yeah. So they're not doing that with him in AEW. It just seems literally like it's gonna happen.
Well, Cody is the one that brought him to AEW, so it only makes sense for him to leave and go to WWE. I've always been a big fan of Ricky Starks. We've said it here before multiple times that him and that Big Bill tag team was kind of garbage, and I'm not sure why the heck they did that. But honestly, him as a single star, love it. He's this dude, like basically what Adam Copeland called him and kind of like what ruined his career in AEW. He's basically a young Rock. It's just funny as heck.
Yeah, like a bogus version.
Yeah, like a bogus Rock. But honestly, that's not a bad thing to be called. If you're being kind of compared to the Rock or a wannabe Rock, that's a good thing. I mean, like people call LA Knight, a wannabe Rock / Stone Cold, and this dude's one of the top freaking baby faces in the company. So it's not a bad thing to be called that.
Plus he's only like in his 20s still. He's young.
Yeah, I think was it like 26 on the guy? He's probably like my age.
27 probably,
Yeah. I don't know. I'm really hoping that he does go to WWE though, because I can see a lot of potential rivalries there. What do you think he'll go? Like, do you think main roster or NXT first? I'm thinking NXT. I can see him taking the title off Ethan Page.
The main roster is so damn stacked right now that NXT does sound like the most logical reason.
Yeah, imagine him and Ethan Page. That'd be funny. He just takes the title off and they just keep passing it over to AEW guys. That'd be funny. But honestly, if he does, it's honestly AEW's fault. They did drop the ball on him. I love what AEW is doing recently because honestly, like the matches and stuff have been getting better. Storytelling has definitely been getting better in AEW. But they definitely dropped the ball on so many superstars like freaking Ricky Starks, Miro, aka Rusev, whatever the heck you want to call him. Keith Lee, the list goes on. Freaking Malachi Black, even though he's potentially going to be in a triple threat for the trios titles, we'll talk about that later on. But yeah, there's so many freaking people that they dropped the ball on, and Ricky Starks is just one of those names on that long list. It could have been something, but they haven't done anything with him.
Now we got more rumors. Bobby Lashley, his contract is over, and he's potentially headed to AEW.
It's trading. It's a potential trade.
Because I just looked up right now, and a lot of people close to him believe that he's heading to AEW. I don't know what he would do there.
My fear is that he's just gonna be like Brian Cage on the freaking AEW card. Because name one big dude in AEW who's actually been extremely successful and has stayed successful. Because there's been like short little streaks, like with Miro having a TNT title run, great title run, loved it. What
Kill
was it?
switch.
Kill Switch, he had a decent thing with the tag titles. Now they're kind of building them up a little bit more. Like it's a very slow burn face turn, but it's gonna happen. Who else?
Yeah,
Wardlow.
now that
Where
I
the
think
hell is
about it,
Wardlow? Where's Wardlow?
none of their top guys are like really big guys.
No, they're not. Like where the heck is Wardlow? Wardlow, they build him up to be massive, and then they keep dropping the ball on him too.
Meanwhile, in WWE, is like the opposite. You got bigger guys, like
Yeah, the big
like
dudes
really
are
big
like
guys that are always successful.
like Drew McIntyre. Um, who else? Damn,
You
there's
could
more. Well,
you could consider Roman probably
Roman's a
big because
big
he's
dude.
really big.
Yeah.
Yes.
Seth is like 6'2", so I guess you can kind of consider him a big
Not,
dude.
well, they're all big. I'm just saying in terms of like
Yeah, like big buff
big
dudes.
like
Yeah, I know what you mean. But yeah, no, I'm afraid that if he goes there, he's just going to be like another big buff guy on a freaking roster thrown into a
yeah.
faction that's not going to make any sense or nobody really cares about in like a month or two. That's my biggest fear for him.
Yep. Send it to TNA.
The thing is he's accomplished everything in TNA, but I wouldn't mind him going back there anyways. I feel like he can potentially do a lot of fun rivalries there. Him versus
Yeah.
Moose would be fun to watch again. Awesome. But yeah, other than that, we also have another potential, of course, release slash people leaving the company, and it is the Lucha Brothers of
Lucha
AEW potentially leaving for WWE. This is great. I love it. However, same thing with AEW and like big guys. I'm concerned about the Lucha Bros going to WWE because what if they just put them in Legado del Fantasma or LWO, or worse, they just make a new freaking faction with Dragon Lee because they're all wear masks and they're all
Nah,
from
hell
Mexico.
no.
That's what I'm saying.
No, they've been dropping the ball in a lot of tag teams lately.
Yeah. No, they
Like
have.
you
That's
got
my concern.
AOP's boring. You got like obviously the
We'll
Final
talk about
Test as a
that.
group, they're boring, but you got like freaking Pretty Deadly and I don't
Yeah.
know. It's just a bunch of teams that are obviously just gimmick teams.
Gimmick teams who have no type of creative
Yep.
development for them to actually get people invested in them, which is honestly bad. I that's like, if anything, like, has Triple H elevated WWE 100%? I think
Yes.
my main concern is he's dropped the ball with the tag division 100%, like 1,000,000%. Tag division was at its peak when like the Usos were champions. Still, they were trading it back and forth with New Day. They had, of course, I think not Private Party. I love Private Party. Sorry. What was it? Damn, what the hell are they? Montez Ford and
Oh, Street Profits.
Street Profits. Yeah, because Private Party is like the wannabe Street Profits. Street
I
Profits.
I kind of would like to see the Street Profits like turn on each other. I don't know why.
Oh, eventually they will. They need to freaking do that.
Yeah.
But there was like an influx of great tag teams. Right now, they have great tag teams. They just have no freaking development. DIY is great. Put them in something. Uptown Down, they're gonna break up soon. That you can already tell.
I mean, they just made the American Made, so
American
hopefully
Made is looking good. I kind of like that. I like them a lot. So honestly, they can push them too. There's a lot of like good storytelling they can do there, but it just seems like WWE just wants to build a tag team up just to have them break up and then fight each other.
Yeah, they don't really care about actual tag team long term storytelling or nothing like that.
Yeah. So I'm scared for the Lucha Brothers, but I mean, like, what else are they
Then
gonna
again,
do?
that's the top place to go.
It is,
Lucha
and
Brothers.
the Lucha Brothers are extremely talented. I mean, Ray Phoenix has had some freaking banger matches. Same thing with Penta against like Kenny Omega, Pac, and all of them. Like, it's been they had some fantastic matches against everyone in freaking AEW. So I guess the only place for them to go is WWE.
Put them in a Hell in a Cell tag team match.
Oh, that was it. The cage match against the Young Bucks, still my favorite cage match of all time.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says,
which
and
team
that's
would you
including
think
Undertaker, Mankind.
Which would be a good team for them, like
What?
to go ahead against like a big rivalry in WWE. I'm trying to think like who's the biggest tag team right now.
Well, the Usos would be fun if they get back
But
together.
the only thing is, they're not together. Yeah,
they will.
That's...
In terms of like just like match, like just wrestling, DIY, that'd be a banger. Who else?
Trying to think. There's got to be some good ones.
There's so many like potential fun matches they can have there. It's just more so like if they actually build it correctly. That's the thing.
Yeah, Y6. No, I'm playing. They just got there.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah. Hopefully they do succeed if they end up going there. All the signs are pointing to them going to WWE. So it'd be fun if they do eventually ending up there. I know that they didn't renew their contracts and they don't plan on. So
Nope.
WWE is probably the most logical, unless they end up going to like back to AAA or obviously TNA or New Japan, wherever the heck they end up wanting to go. But yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see.
Another, not really a rumor, but like Triple H came out saying that about they asked him about if Brock Lesnar returning, and then Triple H said that he wouldn't mind bringing him back, and it's be all up to Brock. Actually, that's just a little sign he threw out there. He said that
That'd
during
be
an
cool.
interview like a week ago. Probably Royal Rumble.
Royal
Probably
Rumble.
Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I can see that. That'd be awesome. Oh man, sorry.
They got
Just
that
yawning.
WrestleMania Minneapolis, right? Like in the next year.
Yeah,
So he could
Minneapolis
probably
next year
retire,
is wait, that's WrestleMania, right? Oh no, was it
I
WrestleMania in
believe.
Vegas? No, wait, that just happened. What the heck am I saying? Right? I'm
Wait,
so confused.
actually WrestleMania this year was in Philly.
Oh, so WrestleMania
Next
next year
year,
is in Vegas.
I thought they were going. Oh, maybe they canceled it. I thought they were going to
Let me see.
Minneapolis.
WrestleMania 42, right? Is that it? Or no, what's
Um,
WrestleMania? Is it?
the next one is 41. I think that's Vegas. 42 might be Minneapolis. Actually, I don't know.
Yeah, 41 is Vegas. It was supposed to be Minneapolis, but they changed it. 42
And then they're just saying
isn't even
42 as
confirmed yet.
yeah, it could be Lucas Oil Stadium, which is Indianapolis, which is where Pat McAfee's trying to get it to.
Yeah, that'd be awesome if they do that. That'd be cool.
But anyways,
um,
if they bring Brock back, he's got to get that WrestleMania and retire there.
yeah, his WrestleMania, like I'm pretty sure his last match will be a WrestleMania match. I don't think he's gonna retire just like the way he did. Against who? Not really sure. I don't want to see him against Roman again. That's for sure. anybody
No,
but
hell no, no,
anybody but Roman,
no.
please.
I mean, it's obvious. I want to see him against like Braun Breaker, Gunther,
That'd be fun. That'd be fun if they do that. But
even Damian Priest.
yeah, Priest would be cool. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Priest would be fun. But Gunther sounds fire. That sounds
Yeah,
really freaking cool.
Gunther, Braun Breaker, Priest.
Yeah, we'll
Um,
see.
Even remember the little 2 match he had against Cody were pretty good, but I don't know. Not
Yeah,
again.
they were decent, but I wouldn't really want to see that retirement match.
No, not as a retirement. No, no.
Yeah, no,
Gunther
hell no.
maybe as a retirement.
Yeah, we'll see. But anyways, that's basically it for top stories. Unless you have any other ones, I can't think of
No,
any.
that's all of for now.
All
Still
right,
so many
cool.
rumors going around the wrestling
There
world.
there is a lot of rumors going around recently, so I just want to obviously I don't want to dig deep into all of them because some of them are kind of just grain of salt type things. So we'll see. But yeah, of course we can get into our WWE Raw review now. All right, let's get into, of course, our WWE Raw review. This week's Raw, I think, was pretty decent. I mean, of course, it was a
It was good.
Raw after SummerSlam, so of course it's gonna be decent. But yeah, I thought it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was actually really good.
All right, you want to start it off, or you want me to start it off?
Yeah, I'll start it off real quick.
Cool.
So we had Gunther come out as his champion for his championship promo, celebrating his win, of course. Looking for a challenger though.
I am
Bash
happy
at
he's
Berlin.
champion.
Yep. Bash at Berlin's on around the corner. So Randy Orton interrupted and he called for a rematch versus Gunther because remember he got cheated out of a win at King of the Ring versus Gunther when it was like they were like the last two left.
Yeah. So I have
Gunther accepted.
mixed feelings about this because, of course, it looks like, obviously Randy Orton is now going to face Matt Bash at Berlin. Mixed feelings about this for two things, but after thinking about it, maybe it's kind of cool. But when I first saw it, I had a mixed reaction because I was like, oh, I thought they were going to do Cody versus Randy and have that rivalry go on with Randy being a full heel, and I was really excited because heel Randy is my favorite. So when I first saw this, I was like, what the heck are they doing? What the heck is Randy doing on SmackDown? I know, not SmackDown, on Raw. He's supposed to be on SmackDown. What the heck is going on? And then I was like, what the heck is wrong with you, Triple H? But then after thinking about it, I'm kind of happy that they did this. Because if you think about it, on SmackDown, of course, Cody is going to face Kevin Owens, which that's whatever. But I think it's more so for like a bigger purpose. And the purpose I think is for is Randy losing, of course, at Bash at Berlin to Gunther. That's obviously going to happen.
Yeah.
Obviously being upset that he lost the title and realizing that his only chance for getting the 16th title or 15th title, whichever one it is to, of course, turn on Cody and go full blown heel. I can see him turning on not only Cody at Bash at Berlin by RKOing him, but also RKO and Kevin Owens fully turn on
Yeah.
him as well, solidifying his heel run. And then boom, Cody versus Randy for the next 2, 3, 4 months. And I would absolutely freaking love that if they do it that way.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense because also after like the guy just said, he got cheated at King of the Ring. You don't want to just forget about that. You got to continue a storyline. So I'm glad Triple H went back to that, especially since he has nothing for him right now.
Well, that's why I was happy about it because, like, if you think about it, the only thing that, like, that who else is going to face Gunther for the title at this
I mean,
moment?
yeah. What doesn't make sense is the other one happened, which we'll talk about, but about KO facing Cody. I think
Yeah,
that's dumb. I think they
that's
could have
true.
did something else there, but
Yeah,
whatever.
no, that's what I'm saying. Like that, I feel more annoyed by that than I am about this. However, as I said, I think it makes sense if they are going to do it that way with like Randy turning on both of them on the same night and then going full blown heel. That makes perfect sense if they're doing it that way. Any other way, if they don't do that, then I think it's just dumb. Just to be honest, I think it's just a dumb freaking cop out. Like, oh, I'm gonna face you because you're my friend. Like, no, that I think that's stupid. If they do it, if they end up doing it that way. But yeah, as I said, Gunther and Randy, that's fine. It's gonna be a fun match. Why the heck not? Um, I'm just hoping the outcome of that is Randy turning heel on Cody at Bash at Berlin and Kevin Owens, and then of course it's going full blown heel. So yeah, whatever. I'm fine with that. That's cool. Whatever. Moving on from that, we also had Sheamus defeating Ludwig Kaiser. Um, I guess I'm okay with Kaiser losing if it's going to put more emphasis on Sheamus and of course his little rivalry he has with Pete Dunne because of course that match is going to happen eventually.
I feel like you gotta. I understand they're doing that little thing with Speed Dunn and Sheamus, but they should have. I feel like Ludwig Kaiser needs a little more of a push.
Yeah, I mean he hasn't really been doing, but sort of he has been doing some stuff. I mean like he had the attacks on a couple of people.
Yeah, but he
So
hasn't been able to finish another.
yeah, he hasn't really had like solidified winning matches at this point in the course, but I think it is still early, so I think it's fine. Honestly, I don't think this really hurts him that much. He can come back with a win next week, week after, whatever. But yeah, I don't really think it's that big of a deal. We also had a major thing was CM Punk promo, basically saying how he accepts responsibility for the loss. He wants to face Drew McIntyre again. Gets interrupted by Seth Rollins, which made me go, "Why the heck are you still here? Leave this freaking rivalry alone." And then Seth is basically like, "Oh, I'm gonna fight you." Blah blah blah. Takes off his shirt, and they get interrupted by Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre in the freaking crowd
Yeah,
with wrist, but still wearing the freaking bracelet, saying that he has AJ and Larry by his side. And then CM Punk, of course, chases after him, which leaves Seth Rollins alone in the ring. And yeah, you can continue from there because that's insane what happens.
he gets absolutely blindsided by Bronson Reed, who then batters him with like 2 sentons and 6 or 7 tsunami splashes,
I
leaving
counted
him
7, but some people are
with
saying 6.
broken ribs, and bleeding internally out of his mouth too.
Yeah, and by
I think
broken
the
ribs, it's
storytelling is good.
storyline. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Because the actual thing is that he needed time off since he has nothing to do right now, and he's also dealing with nagging injuries that he's already been dealing with. Nothing new, just like same old, same old. He needs some time off to heal.
yeah,
But yeah, I think it's good to write him off. You let Cody, I mean, sorry, you let CM Punk and
CM
Drew
Punk.
finish that great rivalry, have a few more matches. While at the same time, you don't need to really do much with Seth, and then you also just build up Bronson Reed to almost the main event status
Well,
just by attacking Seth Rollins.
that's what I wanted to say. I just wanted to say storyline and of course kayfabe. Thank you, Bronson Reed, for getting freaking Seth Rollins out of this rivalry, so we can finally get CM Punk and Drew McIntyre 1-on-1 for the next
Yeah,
couple of months. Thank you for that. Of course, real life. Thank you so much, Triple H, because what the heck? Finally,
yeah,
about freaking time. But this thing did two great things. Of course, obviously now we get Drew versus CM Punk by themselves. But it
yeah,
also pushes the crap out of somebody new, Bronson Reed, who they've been
yeah,
trying to push for the past couple months and nothing really freaking like
yeah. He can.
stuck. But now this
He,
is crazy.
he has the ability, especially after that big attack. If he continues the next few weeks, to like try to get over with the crowd, maybe he needs to work on his promos, maybe, but
Hmm.
also keep smashing people. Make you put him in a couple of squash matches if you want to. Have him smash some people, build his confidence, and make him look like the Hall of Fame Mark Henry. because he has that type of aura. I think if he keeps building up right.
See,
so then when Seth comes back, he's this dominant guy that nobody can beat, and that way maybe you could put Seth over him.
Yeah, honestly, I think that's what they're gonna do, and I really hope they do it that way. Where he's probably face some like lower tier guy next week, maybe fight somebody higher on the card the week after. Keep it going for like 3-4 weeks, right? However long you want to keep Seth Rollins out, honestly, maybe like a month or two if they actually want to keep him out for that long. But yeah, they want to do that. That's amazing. I would freaking love that. They just have him dominate everybody. Of course, cut a couple of promos, maybe like a video package thing too. Why the heck not? I know he had like a video package thing saying that he was going to find his own path to the top, which I guess him crushing a future Hall of Famer is his way of freaking doing that, which I'm perfectly fine with. That's great. I love it. Yeah, I'm not like the biggest fan of Bronson Reed, but you know what? This is fine. I love this. I'm invested. Good. I'm invested now. I was invested a while back though. I mean, like he did defeat Okada when Okada was in New Japan, and then he decided to go back to WWE and just be, mid card hell for like months.
Chasing the IC title for 2 years without actually getting it.
Yeah, for real, without even getting it. And yeah, hopefully they don't put him back in the IC title and just keep him where he is right now. He looks like upper mid card, lower main event. Honestly, if they book him right, he can be like a lower main event.
Anybody versus Seth is going to be a main eventer.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm really hoping they book it right and he does get pushed, and hopefully the fans get behind him. I'm invested in him now. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it just depends on how the heck they capitalize on this. If they, they just put him in like boring squash matches week in, week out, I won't be as invested. But if they like put him in like against like some people that are actually getting wins and stuff, like, and he demolishes them, that's better. But don't put him against a jobber. That's basically what I'm saying. Yeah,
you could maybe for like the first couple weeks.
Well, maybe like next week after, whatever. But after that, if you keep doing it, he's just gonna lose his steam.
And you at least give him to like the lower mid card guys, like I don't know, trying to think of anybody, to be honest.
He can face Angel Garza, all of them, Humberto, destroy them, destroy LWO. So not LWO, sorry, like other than Fantasma, so that way they're no longer a thing because they need to break up.
Yeah, but the only thing is they're a heel faction. A heel is not going to destroy a heel faction.
That's true. That's also true. But anyways, moving on. We also had another cool return / I guess you can call it a debut. It was New Day defeating Authors of Pain with help from, and some people don't even know who the heck this is because he got drafted to the main roster 2 years ago, never did anything. Odyssey Jones, Odyssey Jones finally got on the card, and he looked like the star that he was in NXT. I'm happy about it. They completely obliterated Authors of Pain. And he looked like a good beast. He just looked like a beast.
I mean,
all I can say.
This looks like it can build a new tag team, and also start a feud, because when he was introducing Odyssey Jones to Xavier Woods, Xavier Woods didn't look like too happy, or he didn't even look like he knew who he was, and he was like, "How come you didn't tell me before?" Just by looking at his face when he was introducing him, I don't know. It just looks like the start. Maybe I'm leading too deep into it, but
no,
it looks like a future
they've been like pushing a little like to call it tension between Kofi and Woods. Honestly, if they break up at this point, I wouldn't mind that, because New Day hasn't really done that much the past couple of years.
Since the injury of Big E. I think that kind of broke him a little bit.
Yeah, that broke him a little bit. So unfortunately, ever since then, they haven't really done much, like, at all. So if they do break up and they do have like a little rivalry between Kofi and Woods, that'd be a rivalry that's more so built on emotions than wrestling.
Woods, I want to see Woods as a heel. See what he can do.
Well, Odyssey Jones as his bodyguard or something. That'd be funny.
No, but Odyssey Jones is gonna be with Kofi though.
Oh yeah, sorry, with Kofi. That's what I meant. My mistake.
Yeah.
That'd be cool though if they end up doing that. But yeah, hopefully they do something there.
Oh wait, hold on, wait.
What?
You said Odyssey Jones as bodyguard for Kofi.
Yeah.
You could put Almost as the bodyguard for Xavier Woods.
Oh my god. Almost, it looks like he's done with WWE too. That's what it looks like, because he hasn't been out there in months. They have nothing for him, and I can't blame him, because he's not fun to watch. They just bring him up
for the Royal Rumble. That's it.
Yeah, literally, he's not fun to watch. So I don't care.
No, yeah, too slow.
Yeah,
too big, too slow.
other top story that came out of that match, though, is of course Authors of Pain and the Final Testament
Are
are
completely buried. Maybe not carrying Cross yet, because I think they still have something to finish there. He didn't lose. It was the Authors of Pain. So
No,
maybe
this is
I
where
don't
I
know.
feel bad though, because it's just like there's so many Karrion Cross fans out there. I'm not the biggest fan of Karrion Cross, but I see why people like him. He does have a little bit of an aura to him, but recently, especially with the Final Testament, there's been nothing there. He just keeps getting squashed, demolished by every single thing he tries to do. The whole rivalry with like Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits was hilarious because they lost every
Yeah,
single week.
man. 2 years ago, they could have fucking put a mid card title on him and actually give him some damn aura. They
It
didn't
was
even need to do this bullshit Final
it
Testament
was
thing.
ever since they turned him they turned Karrion Cross into a gimp when he first debuted on the main roster. That literally just
I
like
mean,
tore down everything.
yes,
That was
yeah.
hilarious.
But then when he first came back, remember when he attacked? I forgot who it was. It was versus Roman. They were like going at it with Roman, but then he came out of nowhere and attacked them, and like Scarlett put like that little time thing down.
Yeah,
They could
I
have did
think
something there, but
they
then they
could have.
just they just ended up burying him even more after that. Like they had something there a little bit. They could
I
have put him to a
I
mid
think he
card
attacked
maybe.
like Kevin Owens or something. I forgot who the heck it was, but
I,
I know
I
exactly what you're
completely
talking about.
forgot who it was.
When he
Yeah,
made his debut after he just got re-signed because he got
yeah.
fired and then he got re-signed by Triple H. But yeah, they haven't done anything with him, and I don't care about Final
Oh,
Testament.
you know what? I think it was Drew McIntyre.
Oh yeah, it
When
could have
Drew
been
was
Drew.
feuding with Roman.
It
I
could have
think it
been
was
Drew.
that. But yeah, they could have built him to at least a mid card title. He could have got an IC title run, United States title run,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
maybe that would have put some or seen a belt on him. Maybe I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, like he's not like the best in ring. However, like obviously like his like whole gimmick and him with like his entrance is awesome. I love that.
Yeah, it's
I
always
don't
been
know.
awesome.
I have no idea what the heck they're gonna do with freaking Final Testament, but in my honest opinion, they need to get rid of that immediately because it's just hindering the progression of trying to push over Karrion Cross.
Yeah, and
Authors
then
of
they're gonna try
Pain
to.
are boring. I don't care what anybody says. They're
They're
boring.
just two big dudes
Two big
that don't even.
boulders who don't do anything. They don't talk. They're
They
in
just
ring.
go
Yeah, they just grunt and scream. This kid just screamed into
Yo,
the
it's
mic.
because every big guy in WWE, they make him like an actual monster. Like they can't speak. They just have to roar. Like, what the fuck is that? Like almost and all these guys that can't talk, they just have to roar like a
Yeah,
fucking idiot.
it's bad, honestly. But I'm not a fan of Authors of Pain either. Get them as far away as possible from Karrion Cross and let Karrion Cross
Send
do
them to
his own thing.
AEW.
Please don't. Please don't. Don't
You
do
never know
that.
if they build them right. I don't know. It depends.
We'll see. Moving forward, we also had Eitan Down defeating Awesome Truth. Not really much to
Nothing there.
talk about there. We also had Damian Priest versus JD. Of course, this is a fun match. Great match. Honestly, this match was fun. I
Yeah.
liked it. Very honestly, props to JD. JD feel like it seems like
Yeah.
it's just getting better every single
He's
week.
getting better every time. Yeah.
Yeah, for real. So Laura Farquaad lost. Well, not really. It ended in a disqualification, but Laura Farquaad
Disqualification.
got beat up after Finn Balor and of course Dom and Liv all
Live the
joined in and
whole
started jumping
Judgment Day.
Damian Priest. Rhea came out for the save. Dom ran for his freaking life. Ended up coming back to save Liv because Liv was going to get put through a table by Rhea. And then of course Damian Priest and Rhea stood tall in the middle of the ring.
Speed up JD. He's always getting beat
just
up.
beat the crap out of JD again. Honestly, I like this. I know Finn last week he did say that he's going to come after. What was it last week or was it this week? I think it was this week, right?
I think it was at the beginning. Wasn't it? No, what am I talking about? No, it wasn't. It must have been right before the JD Madonna match, maybe? No, it was last week.
Okay.
I think when he said he's going to take his time. Like he's not going to come out the Damian Priest now.
Yeah.
He's just going to keep ruining his moments.
Yeah, which was funny.
Until he will finally get him, which maybe could be a few months from now.
Yeah.
Royal Rumble the earliest, probably.
Yeah, exactly. So really looking forward to it. Of course, that match, it could. That's a Mania match, honestly. But if they want to pull the trigger early, Royal Rumble is probably the next place they'll probably do it. I can see Damian Priest is running down the bloodline. I feel bad for Dom when he gets to Dom. He's gonna freaking destroy Dom. But
Yeah.
looking forward to, of course, that match. Honestly, I'm really invested in the Judgment Day storyline at the moment, especially with like the new members. Well, not new members. It's just more so like new member
Yeah.
Liv Morgan.
And
Everybody else
then
was already there.
yeah, Carlito not really doing nothing, but
We'll see. I like Carly.
there for entertainment, I guess.
Yeah, he's just there for entertainment. But anyways, other than that, we also had a Io Sky stepping in for Dakota Kai because Dakota Kai got jumped by Sonya Deville, Baszler, and Stark. Io Sky ended up defeating Sonya Deville in a match, and nothing much else to say
that's
there.
just a rivalry between two teams.
Yeah, they've had a rivalry for the past couple weeks. I just haven't been that invested in it, even though I'm a big fan of Damage Control. I just think they gotta. I'm not sure what the heck they're doing there. It just seems like they're kind of just running around in circles.
It's because some of these people in these rivalry are actually more better at single superstars.
Yeah, Io,
Shayna Baszler, Io,
Baszler. I think Dakota Kai.
Stark. Dakota Kai could be.
I feel like she deserves a singles run, honestly. Like
Yeah.
she's done so much for like the freaking division. She puts over a lot of people. She's a great freaking wrestler.
Out of all of them here, I think she's probably the only one who hasn't really had like an actual singles run.
No, she hasn't.
Otherwise, her and Kairi Sane probably are probably like the only ones that haven't really done anything in the singles competition.
No, Dakota Kai needs a singles run for sure. I really hope she does get one. Pushed correctly, she can honestly win the title. She's that type of wrestler. She's a great freaking wrestler, and she's pretty decent on the mic. I mean, she's not all that, but she can hold her own, and she can cut a promo. So honestly, if they push her, I wouldn't mind that at all. But of course, other than that, we had the main event, which I really freaking loved, was Wyatt Six defeating American Made. I love the name American Made, by the way, for Chad Gable and the Creed brothers. Love it. I hope they get pushed to the freaking moon after the Wyatt Six rivalry.
Yeah, just have them come out with the American flag and everything.
Yeah, no, I really hope the Creed brothers or American Made, whatever you want to call them, win the tag titles eventually. They can have the Freebird rule with Chad Gable defending it every once in a while. Why the hell not? And then keep pushing them after the Wyatt 16. So Wyatt 16
They're probably gonna get Chad. Yeah,
but fun match. Of course, Uncle Howdy, aka Bo Dallas, sat at ringside in the rocking chair, kind of like Bo Dallas, which was not Bo Dallas, sorry, Bray Wyatt, which was great, and just laughed hysterically whenever the heck Wyatt 6 was like demolishing freaking American Made. I thought it was cool, great freaking match. Wyatt 6 obviously picked up the win. They did the little lights off, smiling, pose in the ring type thing. Kind of like the Special Force things from Dragon Ball Z. Can't freaking lost the name, but hilarious. I thought it was cool. I thought it was a great ending to Raw. Good push for the Wyatt 6. Keep them away from any type of title, please. They do not need a freaking title. They're perfectly fine just being the supernatural guys who beat the crap out of people who they think deserve it. Just keep them that way. Just do it. Just keep it.
Yeah,
that way.
Exactly.
But yeah, that was basically it for Raw. Do you have anything else you want to add to Raw or to that match?
No, I think we basically went over everything.
Yeah.
Raw was good this week. Obviously, Raw at the SummerSlam is always going to be good. SmackDown was also really good. Not as much happened, but of course, shorter show. What else is going to happen? But
yeah. Well, no. Yeah, we'll talk about it then. So yeah, let's get into WWE SmackDown now. All right, let's get into, of course, WWE SmackDown. This week's SmackDown I thought was pretty cool, especially the freaking ending. Love it.
Yes.
But yeah, let's get into it now. I want to start off with the ending because the ending was like the main thing that actually freaking happened. Actually, no, we kind of have to start off with the beginning. Yeah, let's just start off with the beginning.
Yeah, the beginning because
it plays into the ending. Yeah. So, of course, we had the Cody Rhodes promo, basically saying how he won. Of course, I'm champion, blah, blah, blah. He does get interrupted by the Bloodline, aka Solo. Demands a rematch because Roman did cost him the match. KO saved Cody from attack because they were all going to jump him because Cody was just like, no, you still lost, stop crying, blah, blah, blah. Cody was like in the middle of like basically saying like who the heck is going to be his challenger for Bash at Berlin. Of course, Solo says, I'll deal with you later. I need to find Roman first, then I'll take care of you. Before KO leaves, Cody basically calls KO back into the ring and asks KO if he would like a title match at Bash at Berlin, in which KO responded, no, because I don't deserve it. And I said, no, you do not. Of course you don't. Nope. Thank you for saying that, Kevin Owens, because you do not deserve this match.
But the crowd thinks he deserves it, unless that was crowd noise.
The crowd thinks he deserves it. Yeah, exactly.
And then backstage, I guess Nick Aldis said he deserved it. At first, he didn't. he was actually gonna give him Roman. He said he was looking for Roman.
Yeah. So
And then Kevin Owens like, no, why is he giving it to him? You gotta give it to somebody that deserves it. And then Nick Aldis like, all right, you deserve it. And then just gave it
so
to him
dumb. Yeah. So
when
dumb.
he didn't even want it.
Yeah. So of course
I think
now
this
we're
is
officially getting Cody versus Kevin Owens at Bash at Berlin, and
probably
it's
gonna
more
be a good match still.
a friendly rivalry match. It is going to be a good match. I guess they didn't really want to build up that much for Bash at Berlin. As I said, I really just hope this plays
Yeah.
into Randy Orton turning heel and turning heel on both of them and demolishing both of them at Bash at Berlin.
Here's the problem about these secondary pay-per-views, especially after like 3 weeks after one just ended.
Yeah.
Don't expect anything. Like you can predict probably the whole show, probably.
Yeah,
Don't
everything's
expect any
going to be
title
extremely
changes.
predictable.
That's the only thing that sucks.
Yeah. Honestly,
Just a
especially after
showcase for-
SummerSlam. So like,
Yeah.
who the heck is going to change their title after SummerSlam? That's
It's
crazy.
just a showcase overseas, basically, for all these top wrestlers,
Yeah.
especially Gunther.
But we'll see. Of course, that played into the main event. We'll talk about everything else after this. Where Bloodline came out, Solo saying that he is the tribal chief, and if Roman wants it, he has to come get it while he's holding the little necklace thing.
Tribal necklace.
Yeah. Calls for Roman to come out. Roman's music hits. It is a little new iteration of the freaking theme. I miss the old one. I like the old one better.
I like this one though.
I like it. Cool. It's not bad, but I like the old one better.
We actually couldn't really hear it too clearly because the crowd just gets so loud when he comes out.
Yeah, true.
I feel like we have to actually hear it. You see him come out for an actual entrance to wrestle, not just to come out to fight. Like he came out and fought.
Yeah.
I feel like when he comes out for an actual entrance, it'll make it look a lot cooler.
Yeah. As
with
far as like
Paul Heyman, hopefully.
Yeah, with Paul Heyman. Yeah, with Paul Heyman. I can't wait for Paul Heyman to come back too. But the actual like segment, there wasn't really much. It was just Roman beating the crap out of the Tongas. They saved Solo from of course, from a spear. Roman grabs the necklace. Of course, Tongas attack him again. Hand the necklace to Solo. Solo runs, and then Roman gets back up and beats the crap out of the Tongas again and stands tall as Solo is basically at the ramp, pissed off.
He still got the necklace though.
Yeah, so obviously that match is going to happen soon. I thought it was still electric. It was still a fun freaking segment. Like, of course, seeing Roman back and beating the crap out of everybody is great. It's just more so nothing really else happens. It was just more so a brawl where Roman stood tall and Solo ran away. Yeah.
Yeah. And by the way, Tonga Loa, where the hell did he learn to like wrestle? Did you see him holding up the title? He didn't even know how to hold up the title. It was like sideways and like he held it with two hands, like I don't know.
Yeah,
he doesn't even know how to hold up a title.
The way he sold the spear was terrible too. I don't know if you saw that.
He doesn't.
He kind of just fell.
He's only been here for what, a couple months. You know how many botches he's had? Remember when he tried to low blow Cody Rhodes and he missed and he had to do it again? Remember that shit? And then like 2 weeks ago when he was like spearing somebody into the corner,
it was Cody.
He speared him into the ropes.
It was Cody. I was like, about to mention that.
Where did he learn to wrestle? Tonga is actually really good.
Yeah.
Tonga Loa, I don't know what the hell's going on with him. That eye patch just made him look dumb. It's freaking stupid.
He lost his peripheral vision. That's why he couldn't see.
This is why they need Jacob Fatu, who's actually hurt now. I don't know what.
I think his storyline hurt though. I'm pretty sure I heard it's just storyline.
Zilla Fatu, we need him too.
But he brings up Zilla Fatu every single week, yo.
All right, Jacob Fatu was seen like in the store, like in the city, wearing a boot.
Yeah, but people are saying it's just storyline. He was just selling it. So we'll see though. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Well, he wasn't at this show, so maybe it is real. But
but if it is storyline, I think it's stupid. Why would you want to take Jacob Fatu right out of the thing? Wouldn't you like?
Because they probably want to hold off on him facing Roman. Because it's Roman. If Roman's gonna go out there and demolish everybody, they don't want him to demolish Jacob Fatu. When Jacob Fatu has been demolishing everybody, it wouldn't make any sense. It would just make him look weak compared to Roman. So I think they're just holding off on that, which makes perfect sense if they're doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's just my reason. But yeah, I don't think we're gonna see him until maybe like the pay-per-view. Like when he faces Solo, we'll probably see Jacob Fatu again trying to get involved, and then we'll finally get that
smash Roman. Yeah,
no, he's gonna try to smash Roman, and then Jimmy's gonna come back, and Jimmy.
I can't wait for Jimmy.
Yeah, I can't wait for Jimmy to return too. Jimmy's gonna come back and he's gonna help.
Paul Heyman's gonna come out with a neck brace and a chair.
Just automatically gets freaking destroyed. I could see it too. But anyways, other than that, of course, main event was great. Roman's back, cool. We also had number one contenders match or qualifier. It's not even a match between Street Profits and A-Town Down Under. Street Profits ended up picking up the win. They're now with BFAB, which I guess is fine. I mean, were they always with BFAB or am I tripping?
No, they just started. She just started hanging out with them. Like it was right after the feud. Remember when Bobby Lashley left, and then the
Yeah.
final. I think
Okay.
she started
Yeah. I
hanging out with
remember.
them after.
Yeah. So she's still kind of relatively new there, but yeah, of course, Street Profits picked up the win. That's fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
I
By
still
the
want
way,
them to break up.
A
What?
Town Down Under, they competing on SmackDown and Raw
Yeah,
this week.
and
It's like
and
weird.
that's why I said on the one on Raw didn't make any sense because they won and then he just lost this one. So it's like
It
whatever.
makes no fucking sense.
It makes no sense. So yeah, they got destroyed in this one too. So yeah, of course they moved on, and then DIY defeated Pretty Deadly. So of course now the number one
And
contender match I guess for next week will be I got the running out of
DIY
time thing. DIY versus
Street
Street
Profits.
Profits. That's gonna be a fun match. Can't wait for that.
Yeah,
Um,
Street Profits lose, and then Angelo Dawkins turns on Montez Ford. I'm playing.
or
No,
Montez Ford turns on him. Either one I would love. Doesn't matter.
no, I think Street Profits win because DIY just won the title. So
That's true. We'll see though. I mean, I wouldn't mind the Street Profits winning, but I also still want them to break up so freaking bad. But I don't think they're going to do it
yeah,
anytime soon. Um, what's that? Oh no, yeah. Sorry. Other thing. LA Knight promo celebrating his U.S. title win. Basically saying like who's next, who's going to face him because he is now what you would call a champ.
yep.
Of course, he does get interrupted by Santos Escobar. Basically talking crap, saying that he deserves that match. It's a U.S. title number one contenders match between Santos Escobar and Andrade, aka your speed champion. And of course,
And they
Santos Escobar won, which I was like, "What the fuck are they doing
and they
here?"
bury Andrade as soon as he just comes back to WWE. They
I
do
don't,
absolutely nothing with.
I don't know if I would use Barry, but it's still insane. Like this dude came back. Andrade is a million. I love Santos Escobar. I don't love. I like Santos Escobar,
Yeah, but you
but
come back in
Andrade
the
is
Royal
so
Rumble.
much better. I can't even. I'm not even gonna
Yeah,
front. Like
he comes
Santos
back
is
in the
so
Royal
much better.
Rumble. So nice in the Royal Rumble when he makes a return. Remember?
Yeah,
And then they haven't done nothing with him since. They made him speed champion, not even on TV.
it's
And then he
terrible.
can't win on the main roster.
Yeah, so Santos, it looks like so we're gonna get Santos Escobar versus LA Knight. I
LA
don't
Knight's
care. They've already fought each other like 10 times. Why the heck do
Oh
I care
yes,
about
they
this
did.
match?
Remember when he was
Yeah,
feuding with Rey Mysterio too?
exactly.
They already fought.
And then like the whole thing where they had like the U.S. title, like they were all going after the U.S. title. They fought each other
Yeah.
like 4 times in a span of like 3 weeks. Not even. It's just like insane. Like I don't care about that. I don't care about this match at all.
Andrade would have been good, but Andrade's technically a face right now, so I don't know. That's why. That's probably why.
My only explanation for them doing this is again, Bash at Berlin looks like it's just going to be a filler pay per view. So it's just like
Yeah,
they're just going to have this
it's
match
just
and
a
that's it.
showcase of the title champions. Basically, they're just gonna showcase
Yeah,
them, have them
that's
win
literally all it is.
of the new champions.
Yeah. So that's my only explanation to thought process behind this.
Bash
Which
at Berlin is probably gonna be an early afternoon pay per view too, because they're in Germany. I don't even
yeah,
know the time
no, yeah,
difference.
it probably is. No, it probably definitely is. It's probably gonna be like a 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock pay per view. But yeah, Andrade loses again. Makes no freaking sense.
No,
And Santos Escobar gets pushed again just so he can lose to LA Knight. I don't even want him to win, so that's fine. LA Knight can
nope.
win. Please, LA Knight
And that was
win.
basically the main stuff for SmackDown. We had a little video promo of Giovanni Vinci. They repackaged him to make him
Oh
look like
yeah,
an Italian,
I forgot about that.
Italian Andrew Tate driving a Ferrari, speaking only in Italian, making some crazy quotes,
This kid
looking like a
called him.
mob boss.
This kid called him Italian Andrew Tate. I'm freaking
He had
done.
like the
Yeah.
sunglasses, button-up shirts. They just made him look like, I don't know, this cool guy. I guess if you want to say it like that, only speaking in Italian too. I guess it's good. He needed something to do. Remember, he got kicked out of
So
Imperium, so he
Giovanni
kind of
Vinci
needed
is
something.
now misogynist, uh,
Yes.
who only speaks Italian, drives foreign cars,
Well, it just
and
started. It was only one
yeah,
video. I
yeah,
feel like this is gonna be a few weeks of videos.
yeah. I don't mind it. I mean, honestly, they need to do something with him, so this is
Yeah,
fine. I'm fine with this.
he
Um,
comes back and attacks Ludwig Case, and I'm playing. They're not even on the same
that'll be
show.
terrible. But yeah, that was basically it for SmackDown. That was basically it for WWE this week. This SmackDown, it was okay, I guess. I mean, like the matches were whatever. I think the biggest thing was just Roman. If
It
Roman
was
wasn't
just
on
good to see
this,
Roman.
yeah, if Roman wasn't on this card, it'd be like a very low tier SmackDown for me. But
Yeah,
because Roman's on it, it just elevates it to like right in the middle. It was okay. But yeah, that was basically it for, of course, WWE this week. I guess we can get into our AEW reviews now. Okay, let's get into, of course, AEW. Of course, AEW Dynamite first because that's the first show. This week's Dynamite was
Oh, you want me to answer? My
Yes.
fault.
What the hell? Just kidding.
It was decent. It was decent. It was good though. It was good.
Okay. Just kidding, yo. Take it
I'm
forever.
just. I was staring at the screen, just like, what the fuck is he doing?
All right. Anyways, yeah, it was good. Of course, let's start off with, of course, the main thing that did happen, which was MGF versus Kyle Fletcher. Of course,
Great
this was,
match.
yeah, great match, great showcase to Kyle Fletcher. Push Kyle Fletcher, please push
Yep.
Kyle Fletcher to the freaking moon. They have been though, which is great. Love it. Of course, Don passed a screwdriver to Kyle Fletcher. Kyle Fletcher refused, and then MGF ended up picking up the win after hitting him with like the ring and he kicked him in the balls and then he hit his finisher, and then after the match hit him with the ring and tried to bloody him.
Beat the
But
hell
then
out of him.
yeah, beat the crap out of him, and then Ospreay ran down to help Kyle after the match. Right before MGF was going to hit a Tiger Driver 91, which of course is the same move that Will Ospreay hit on Bryan Danielson, that quote unquote injured him, and he refuses to use now because he's a full blown face. Great storytelling. Loved it. I thought it was great.
I mean, there was one thing that I hated. It was so stupid. That
What?
Will Ospreay had to escape from a locked room, and he was locked in the room with a cameraman.
Oh, he just so happened to be there
That's
for
all-
cameraman.
He was locked in the room with the cameraman, apparently.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why they do shit like that. They could just have the dude like banging on the door, locked inside. They could have the cameraman outside of the door. But like, what the hell?
I thought it was funny.
It's so stupid. It's funny though. I
Yeah.
started laughing when I saw that because I'm like, yo, what the hell?
But yeah, the storytelling behind that is great. Like MJF willing to use the Tiger Driver 91 while Ospreay
Yes.
is not. Of course, Kyle Fletcher refusing the screwdriver. Same thing that Will Ospreay did, which cost him the title. Also cost Kyle Fletcher this match because Kyle Fletcher almost won this match like 3 times. It was great.
Yeah.
And then of course the Tiger Driver 91, hitting it on him to injure him. Same thing what he did with Bryan Danielson. Great storytelling. Freaking loved it. I'm so excited for Ospreay versus MJF 2, or it's 2 or 3. 2. I think it's 2.
2.
Yeah, 2. I'm excited for this. I'm really, really hoping that it's going to be a freaking banger. We'll see though. My question though is like, didn't Pac earn a freaking title shot? What happened with that?
Oh shit! I don't even fucking know. They're probably gonna do it the week before or something.
They haven't even mentioned it. That's the thing.
He got thrown under the bus. He's like, "What the fuck happened to my title shot?"
Tony Khan's pissed because the Lucha Bros are leaving. He's just like, you're part of Death Triangle. You're gonna take the butt of it. You're gonna take the hit because of this. But anyways, we also had Mariah May defeating Aviva Vaughn. Not really much there. Tony Storm came out for a brawl. I'm excited for this match, yeah, but the brawl thing is again played out. They've done it every single week, so whatever. I'm just looking forward to the freaking match. I'm still invested. It's just more so like it's the same thing every week. I don't care.
Yeah, I would like to see promos of maybe Mariah May telling her why she turned on her, why she buried her right to her face.
Yeah, that'd be funny. That'd be great too.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, that'd be awesome. We also had a video promo for Jack Perry. Basically, him smashing TVs with an axe, saying now he's like an out of control maniac that doesn't really care about other people or himself. I thought it was cool though because he is kind of telling the truth. Dude was about to get set on fire, and he spit on freaking Brian. He spit on Darby instead of saying I quit. This dude's a freaking crazy person. For all
you want
I
to make him look like a badass.
Yeah, so that's exactly what they did. He looked like a freaking badass. So I'm happy that they did that video promo. I thought it was cool. That match is going to be a freaking banger. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully they use real glass in that too. We also had Shibata defeating Brian Keefe. Storyline behind this, though, actually is, of course, the whole thing with Learning Tree and Shibata being friends with them, being friends with Hook and all of them. So, of course, Learning Tree attacked Shibata afterwards, and then we got the return of Hook, who returned for the save, and, of course, basically just got all of them out of the ring, saving Shibata from an injury, and, of course, now Hook is back. That's great. We're probably going to get Jericho versus Hook at All In, I'm assuming. Seems like it.
Probably.
Yeah, probably. We'll see. But not really much else to say there. We had Hangman promo saying that he's still coming for Swerve. That forever rivalry is never going to end. I'm fine with it.
Hangman is so obsessed with Swerve. He's like, I'm not stopping until I get one win.
Yeah, for real. I didn't write it down. However, there was a video promo where Swerve was basically talking to JR, saying that how he's going to not only beat Bryan, but he's going to take his legacy because, as we know from last week, which unfortunately we didn't get to talk about because we talked about SummerSlam last week.
I seen that. Yeah.
Bryan Danielson did put his career on the line at All In, which just made the stakes so much higher. So if Bryan Danielson wins, he wins the freaking title, obviously the AEW World Title. But if he loses, he's never going to wrestle ever again. People are saying, well, no, that just means he's never going to wrestle in AEW again. He's going to go back to WWE. But I think it just means he's just going to retire.
Probably.
That match, I'm not sure who the hell is going to win. I think Bryan wins, to be honest. I can see him winning and then eventually losing later on. But I kind of want to see him with the title to see what the heck he can do. As much as I'm loving Swerve's title reign, they kind of need to do something to get those views up. And unfortunately, the whole thing with like Swerve, I don't think it's really helping.
Yeah, the Swerve matches with Hangman were the top tier.
Well, Swerve's matches are great. I'm a big fan of Swerve. It's like, I think it's just more so
Swerve's
like
my favorite.
if you want to get like boost the views up, you got to put it on somebody like known worldwide, which I guess would be Bryan Danielson. So
yeah,
it'd be the smart business move to do. We'd give it to Bryan, but we'll see exactly what they do there. Later on in the night, we could talk about that now, I guess. Bryan Danielson did have a match against Jeff Jarrett. This was actually a fun match between them. Of course, they brought in and out of the ring. Danielson and Jeff got a guitar. It was funny. Of course, Danielson ended up picking up the win after hitting the knee. They did hug it out afterwards. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat was there and he held up both of their hands. It was like a weird moment, but whatever.
It was just like a little showcase match. Yeah. Jeff Jarrett's pushing 60. He's still
for real. But yeah, main thing that did happen, of course, was the Swerve coming out afterwards telling Bryan that he's going to take his legacy. Next week, Swerve says, I'm going to start by, beating on your boy, Wheeler Yuta. So basically, this just means that Wheeler Yuta is going to leave another match bloodied up and completely obliterated.
Yep.
So looking forward to that next week. This coming Dynamite. So yeah, that was cool. We also had what else? Orange and FTR. This match was kind of thrown together because of like some travel issues. I'm pretty sure I heard. So it was Orange Cassidy and FTR versus the Beast Mortals, Roosh and Roderick Strong. Fun match, whatever. I thought it was pretty cool. FTR
just so random though.
Yeah, it was just like I said, it was thrown together due to travel issues. I'm assuming it was like travel issues with like Roddy and like United Kingdom, Undisputed Kingdom, whatever. FTR hit a big rig for the win. Fine, love seeing FTR, so that's cool. And then we also after that we had the Acclaim come out to tell FTR you can't just ask for a title match because FTR cut that promo a couple weeks ago saying how they're gonna build up to get the match at All In.
Yeah.
And then the claim said like you have to earn it, and we earned it months ago because if you think about it, what they earned the number one contender match like over like almost 2 months ago, and they haven't even had the freaking match yet. So it's what the heck are they doing?
Probably saving it for All In. They're probably saving it for All In again.
Well, no, yeah, maybe. And then
Young Bucks,
they ended up brawling with FTR. I wouldn't mind an Acclaim versus FTR versus Young Bucks match at All In. Like all three of them, that'd be awesome. Honestly, ladder match would be great.
That'd be fire.
Be a freaking banger match if they do that. I wouldn't mind that at all. Like all three of them, that'd be great. I think that's the direction they're going. But that's what I mean by
unless
like.
They just
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say unless they do number one contender, but I forgot FTR is already the number one contender, right?
The Acclaimed are number one contenders.
Oh, so no, they gotta do it. Maybe they'll probably just do.
That's why the Acclaim came out saying like we earned the freaking number one contender match, and they did. Like 2 months ago, they had a number one contenders match for the titles, and they won. And they haven't freaking fought for the titles yet. And it makes no sense.
Yeah, they probably just gonna have to do that.
Yeah, we'll see. But that was basically it for Dynamite.
We didn't even get to see the Young Bucks. No Elite this time.
No, they weren't anywhere on Collision either. But we can get into Collision because Collision was kind of cool too. We had Darby and Hologram versus Tony Nese and James Woods. Of course, Darby and Hologram ended up picking up the win. Fun match, whatever. It's just to like for Darby, I guess, just to push over Hologram a bit. Because they want to push him to the moon for some reason. But he's a great wrestler, so it's fine. We had Deonna Purrazzo versus Thunder Rosa, and that was it. It's not a cowbell match, but it's like the bull match. The bull horn match. I don't know.
Rope or bull horn.
I don't know. It's the one with like the cowbell on it. So I called it the cowboy match. I forgot what the heck it's called. But they're like attached to each other. Fun match. I thought it was cool. Thunder Rosa ended up picking up the win. She was bloodied up. They got put through tables multiple times. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So the way it ended was like Thunder Rosa hit like a bulldog off the top rope on Deanna Praza through a table and then hit her power driver finisher on her for the win.
Yep.
Great. I'm happy this rivalry is over. I mean, this rivalry has been going on for quite a while now. It's been kind of buried in the middle of like the card on Collision, so not a lot of people knew about it. But
I mean, but it's good that Collision's doing. At least they did their own rivalry.
Yeah,
like
it's a good
They
thing.
got to do every week.
Exactly.
They got to do it to the bigger extent. They got to have the bigger stars, the main events.
Yeah. But no, I was happy Thunder Rosa won. She can finally move on to like a freaking title match eventually, hopefully. But yeah, happy about that. Fun match, whatever. Cool. I loved it. I thought it was a fun match. I think I even texted you during. I was like, this match is really cool. But yeah, other than that, we had Preston Vance versus Roosh. Roosh picked up the win. Good win for Roosh. I guess like the storyline behind that is they were all part of what the heck was their Roosh's
it was like
I don't know. Their faction.
Yeah.
Their faction.
I don't remember.
Which I can't even freaking remember the name because there's so many freaking factions in AEW and
it started with an L, right? It was I forgot. It was Spanish though.
I don't care about them, to be honest. Los something. But yeah, of course, Bruce picked up the win. Whatever, cool. Then we had Swerve coming out, talk about his match with Danielson, saying same thing he said last week. He's going to take his legacy. He's going to win. And then he says that he needs a warm up, and he calls out for any challenger to challenge him right now in the ring. That freaking challenge gets answered by Tomohiro Ishii. Happy about that. Love Tomohiro Ishii. Yeah. Fun match. Wasn't really like a back and forth though. Like Swerve picked up the win pretty easily, if I'm being honest, but it was still a pretty decent match, whatever. So yeah, Swerve picked up the win. That's it. We had Claudio challenging Okada in the match for his title. They kind of already announced that though on Dynamite as well, but they had like a little video package for Claudio on Collision. They're gonna have a face-to-face this coming Dynamite. I guess this is like build. That's
gonna be a hell of a match. I think Castagnoli could wrestle his ass off.
Obviously, oh no, yeah, this match is gonna be fun. I'm excited for it for sure. But yeah, they like the whole face-to-face thing next week. I don't know why the heck they had to announce that.
Yeah, it's stupid. Yeah. But that match could easily go 25-30 minutes. Like it could be a really good match.
No, for sure. Yeah. And then we also had House of Black versus Bang Bang Gang for a number one contenders match for the trios titles. My favorite part about this was Christian Cage was a special guest referee, and he had a turtleneck referee shirt, which I thought was freaking hilarious.
Yeah,
he literally had a turtleneck referee shirt. Yeah, so he was literally just he actually called it down the middle for a little bit, and then once they all got on the ground, he kind of counted to 10 super fast, so it can be like double count out, nobody won. And then he called for the rest of the patriarchy to come out and beat the crap out of both of the teams. So they beat the crap out of both of them with chairs. By both of them, I mean House of Black and Bang Bang Gang.
Yeah.
And then they just held up the titles up high. I'm assuming this is gonna lead to like, this is definitely gonna lead to like
triple threat,
a triple threat trios match at All In, because this was supposed to be a number one contenders match for All In. Definitely gonna lead to that, and it's gonna bite the patriarchy in the butt. I'm not sure who wins. As much as I love House of Black, I hope they lose because I don't think they need the freaking trios titles. I think they need to do their own thing.
Yeah.
So
I don't want the Bang Bang. Yeah, I don't want the Bang Bang game with the trios titles either, though. Like I feel like I don't know. I just hate the trios titles, to be honest.
Keep it on the patriarchy. No, just keep it on the patriarchy because the way that they have it right now is hilarious. I don't know if you've noticed. I think it's the funniest freaking thing ever. And every single photo that they do, every single promo that they do, whenever the heck they're walking out to the ring, Nick Wayne and Brian Gage are holding the trios title, but they don't let Luchasaurus hold the title. They give it to the mom, which is hilarious because it's a little playoff when freaking Luchasaurus or Killswitch, whatever the hell you want to call him, had the TNT title and he never held it. Christian Cage held it. So they're still doing the same thing where they're not letting him hold a title even though he earned it.
He's going to turn on them, obviously.
Yeah, which is mad funny. Like, yo, he can't even hold the trios title, bro. That's insane. But yeah.
And then I want to see Jay White singles competitor again.
Yeah, Jay White singles competitor. He's injured right now, so he didn't have this match. Juice Robinson, hilarious. He was in this match.
Juice Robinson's hilarious. So yeah, if it's just them three, they can get the trios titles, the two also.
Yeah,
but I don't want Jay White as a trios champion.
Yeah,
he's a main eventer.
Well, that's like the whole reason why they had to like let go of the things because I guess like the Freebird rule doesn't count under a trios title, which kind of makes no sense to me, but whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so dumb. I don't know. Like the way that they did that was so stupid when they got stripped because Jay White was injured, even though they could have just had Juice Robinson defend the titles with them. It just made no freaking sense. It just literally felt like a dumb way to get the titles off of them instead of just having them lose clean to the patriarchy. But anyways, yeah, that match is probably going to happen at All In. But that was basically it for Collision. As I said, it was a good Collision for Collision. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, that's like the best way to put it.
Definitely better Collision.
Yeah. So that was basically it, of course, for wrestling news this week in terms of AEW and WWE. Of course, you can like, comment, subscribe as always. Do you have anything else you need to add or want to add?
No.
Okay, damn, you didn't have to say it like that.
No, I think obviously I want to thank everybody. We've been growing slowly, but people sharing while they're watching our videos. Comments, keep the comments going, likes, subscribing, and yeah, that's all we really ask for.
Yeah, thank you guys again so much for all the support we get every single week. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe as always. We'll be back next week, of course, hopefully in person. See you guys next week. Love you guys so much. Peace.